Aristides for all. I am the manager for information systems and technology for Porto's Bakeries. We currently have 5 locations. It's a family-run business. It was founded in 1960 in Cuba when the founder was basically forced to give up her day job and started baking from home. And then when they were finally able to move to the United States, she continued baking because of the business and reputation that she had for her baked goods. As time went on, her children took over the business and expanded it to the 5 locations right now. Interesting times in the very beginning, and now we've gotten it to a pretty smooth process. The hearsay in the beginning was, okay, how do we keep our employees safe? How do we keep our customers safe? How do we protect our food and the quality of our food and making sure everything was safe? So that was one of our considerations. All of a sudden, at one point in time, just before the closures, we decided, let's not have anybody inside the building, just because we also have 100 employees at a time inside the building. So apart from the 100 employees, we also have 100, 200 customers at a time. It was not possible to maintain the in-store use of the building for customers. So we said, okay, let's close it off. We went to processing orders by phone, using delivery services, delivering product to the customer's car versus having them come inside the building, giving them menus, giving them phone numbers so that they can place their order as conveniently as possible. But I mean, we went down from 3,000 transactions a day, we were down to 1,000 transactions a day. Part of going through eThor was our ability to use EMV and our ability to use contactless payments. We were looking through different systems. We looked through, I would say, hundreds, and we were like one of the first ones asking for the restaurant industry using our POS system. They had cumbersome processes. Even though they were saying it was a 6-second authorization or less than a second authorization, the time for a ticket to print and actually get to the customer after signing or after putting in their PIN was taking 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and we're looking at it and they're going, it's slow. And that had nothing to do with their printer, that had nothing to do with their internet, it had everything to do with the back office implementation of integrating with the POS. And 30 seconds might not sound a lot, but 30 seconds at 3,000 transactions a day is a lot. So using the eThor system and the software, the integration, it was pretty similar to a swipe, but it was actually one of the fastest we saw out there, and they were very competitive in rates. In terms of the costs, we were able to maintain our existing relationship with our merchant processor, so that was also a plus. And eThor was very responsive and brought us different solutions, and we just saw that it was working, implemented it for a month. There was very minimal training for the staff, and all of a sudden we said, okay, let's go. Getting the equipment, getting the software installed was pretty simple, and no issues, no real problems with the software, and having it integrate with our POS. We had already started the process for EMV and contactless, at least a year before COVID. Our cashiers were already used to that process, so what we did is we just moved it to remote. By remote, we're using virtual terminal. We're using the devices at the cash register and doing manual entries because the orders were taking so long to process a manual entry, because it does take time, and hearing people tell you their number over the phone, over the Bluetooth, customers were uncomfortable. They would rather give you the card. So we contacted eThor and they said, okay, here's your payment device, a smaller one. Since they're wireless, you can actually go out there, take payment in the car. And that actually sped up the process considerably because the order is already being packed, payments being done, and then the order is being delivered. They go, oh, that's really cool. It's innovative versus taking their credit card over the phone, which people were becoming more and more uncomfortable with, understandably so. But all of a sudden, we bring the device and they go, oh, that's neat. Oh, we can use the tap. Oh, we can use the EMV. We don't have to sign? No, not a problem. Most of them were very happy for that. They didn't have that kind of issue. And again, it was fast. A lot of times, that speed was always an issue. I definitely recommend them as a partner because I think they were been very responsive to our needs, and we will keep on using it and then some.